Broadcast live.
This one for my colored girls, not for any other girls. I think you so beautiful, you should be the cover girl. This one for my colored girls, not for any other girls. I think you so beautiful, you should be the cover girl. I'm looking for a brown girl, brown.
Cool, so we're looking for Youngsta. We're about to go live with Youngsta soon. And Youngsta has told me that he hasn't gone live on IG before, so he could be struggling to jump on, so let's just wait for him and see if he's figuring it out as we speak right now. Yo.
Yes.
What's up, bro?
Yes, Captain. How you doing, my brother?
It's like it's an American on the other side,
Why is Why is it like an American group?
No, it's like, I popped in and I thought that it was just DJ Drama or somebody,
Hey, but this is the first time I've gone live with someone, and I've only seen Americans do it actually. So I'm also feeling American at this moment. I feel like Tory Lanez here on quarantine radio. We got Slikour in the house, ladies and gentlemen.
This is the idea, I wanted you to feel like an American Naaier,
I know.
There's nothing else right now,
I
Hey,
don't jump on.
You say what?
I say I don't jump on bandwagons, bro.
Yeah, no, don't jump on bandwagons, bro. I like your bedroom. Is that your bedroom?
Yeah. This is my art on the walls, baby.
What's the art there that's on those walls?
I got Bob Marley. I got Notorious B.I.G. I got some local graffiti artists that did some canvases for me. One is a portrait of me there, that one. That's me. And the other is my fingers, hygiene, that was done by North Star. So I got a lot of art in the room. Got Nipsey also up here. Had to get my man Nipsey. And
Straight.
and I got
straight.
Tupac. So
I see
that's got some of the classic albums. Favorite albums like the Food.
Oh shit! Let me see. What are your classic albums? Let me see from what's the one at the corner there? I'm on the top corner. Top right.
That is Beastie Boys. It wasn't my classic albums, but it was a collage I found. Dead Prez, Wu-Tang, 36 Chambers, Straight of Compton, Doggy Style, The Score of the Foodies, Run DMC, Fresh Prince and Jazzy Jeff, Missy Elliott, Super Duper Fly, Bone Thugs in Harmony, Tribe Quest, Busta Rhymes, Ready to Die, The Chronic, Slim Shady LP. And this is my collection actually over here. It's my collection.
What are you listening to? You still collecting CDs, or is this like
I'm still collecting CDs, bro. Still collecting CDs. So yesterday I was listening to the Cali Agents, The Cali Agents, Asia.
Have you got a CD player, I
have a CD player as well as a record player, sir. So I got the whole setup. So this is my LP system right here, and then you lift it up in there. There's the LP inside.
So do you stream any music though?
Yeah, I do. I make sure that I'm up to date on like the new shit as well. But there's nothing for the classics, bro. There's nothing for the classics. There's nothing for the vintage golden era hip hop.
Yo, how do you decide what you buy and what do you like as a CD, and what you're gonna go, I'll just check that on the streaming platform? How do you make that decision?
I think also like you have to decide on the sentimental value of it and the impact of it has on your life. You know what I mean? Like Ready to Die by Notorious B.I.G. has an impact on my life, so I'd want to have it in a physical copy. That's the only one I don't have of Biggie. But like an album that maybe is cool for the moment, just to listen to, like maybe Roddy Ricch. I wouldn't buy his album, but I enjoy listening to it, like just playing a track or two every now and again, like playing The Box or Big Stepper is cool. But I'm not going to want to own the album, the physical CD, because it's just something for the moment. But something had stayed with me for like 10 years, like Redman and Method Man, Blackout. Like, I lost that album and then I bought it again, bro. Just to make sure that I have that physical, bro. You know?
Check it out, though. You know, I mean, since you're on that, you know, I haven't opened this in a while.
Show me. Right? Salute.
So this is my thing here, right?
Okay.
Now, my thing, like, from Ice-T, Home Invasion.
I got Godson.
From the Dazzes of the world, you know, this is my collection.
Ice Cube.
You know what I mean? Look, I even got Josie, you know what I mean?
That's a classic.
You know,
that's a classic.
I even got Fifth Floor, you know, straight out of Cape Town, you know, you know.
Hey, you got Mobb Deep, Murder Music, and 80 Aliens, damn.
Watch here, I even got Aretha Franklin for those moments, you know.
Salute. And you got the Rocker Sound Bombing. Yeah, that's
you know what I mean? Optical Illusion. You know, this is Kato was the first rapper to ever be signed, actually, like in South Africa by a label, you know, independent.
Damn.
Well, like in a mainstream by Gallo, let's just say.
Okay.
You know, I got your Damon Marley here. You know,
I see Beanie Siegel also there.
Straight, you know, got Onyx, got Common, you know,
salute.
You know, I even got the Abuser R. Kelly, Happy People, you know. I got Ice Cube's America's Most Wanted, you know. Cassidy when you remember, you know this Grave Diggers?
Yes, I know Grave Diggers from RZA, Wu-Tang.
Straight up. Yeah. You know, I even got Boys to Men. I was ready for the concert. Got postponed.
And got Lyricist Lounge. So
yeah, you know. So, you know, I mean, if you check it, like, I got this whole collection here at my crib. It's just like rap music. So I literally, let me see, I think I got that Redman and Method Man you were mentioning somewhere.
You must have it. Blackout.
You know, yeah, Blackout. You know, so literally, that's it. You know, I even got, yo, you see, I got all this shit here. And yeah, man, I was a heavy collector.
Yeah,
of
me also,
CDs, you know what I mean?
Me also.
And I literally, like, straight up, I also ended up like you know, I also have classics, things that are memorable. Like I hardly open these, and because I don't have a CD player, firstly, and and I don't want anyone to ever touch these, and I don't want them to get lost. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like my journey.
Also.
Yeah, I probably got all the
signed copy. I got the signed copy.
Okay, mine is not signed. Mine is not.
I had to stand on you with that one. I'm sorry, I had to do it.
No, it's okay. Nothing. It's so good. You know what I mean? It's so good. You know. Man, that shit is dope. You know. How's the quarantine? How's the quarantine treating you?
Hey, my man. Things are tricky. Things are tricky, bro. But I'm trying to stay optimistic. Trying to stay positive. I've been exercising. Trying to keep my fitness up. Watching documentaries, watching little movies, writing, also messaging people I didn't respond to in months, bro. Like, you know, doing phone calls and just checking up on the fam, replying, responding, and yeah, just trying to stay occupied, bro. I don't wanna have too much idle time, you know.
Yeah,
even though there's not that much to do in the house. But I'm just trying to keep my mind also from wandering too far, bro, and just, you know, getting depressed and shit. Because this can be very discouraging when you are artist, bro. To not be out, to not be on your grind, to not be working, especially when you're someone like me that constantly works, you know, and constantly is in the grind mode, you know. Now I've kind of been forced to pause.
Yeah. I mean, I think that how you got to see it is that the whole world is on pause.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Nice, for sure.
So I mean, so it's almost like what happens after pause, you know, and I think that's what everybody kind of like is looking for. It's like what happens after pause. So if all you're doing is just sharpening what happens after pause, is you shouldn't even. It's not even a thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You and I had a chat about this yesterday, and we said that the devil catches you when you're idle, and we got to see who's moving with the devil. You know what I mean? If it's there by default, you know,
Yeah,
there's the
guy,
opportunity
Illuminati
for
is
that.
real. Illuminati is, hey, maybe you know what's crazy? Is that I got the inbox from the Illuminati.
For real.
Now, I don't know if it's a real page, maybe. We're going to speak off camera about this shit again. I'll maybe even send you the screenshot. But I got a message from the Illuminati. I didn't even know
Please
the
send me the
Illuminati had an
screenshot.
Instagram page, bro. I'm getting offers and shit during the lockdown. That's crazy.
Man, Bree, just take it and close your eyes.
Yeah, yeah. Sell my soul now while it's still intact. Fuck that, bro.
Sell your soul while everybody's in the house. No one is gonna see.
No one will know that I sold it. How's that shit, bro? Yeah, who's funny. And
Just,
thank you. The other thing as well, like I see people commenting, you're talking about the barbers, maybe, bro. And this is another thing that people need to realize. I saw a picture of DJ Khaled. You see that one of Khaled?
yeah,
Hey, we have never seen Khaled this unprepared. We have never ever seen it, bro. This is the first time we got a glimpse at the real Khaled. So what is this lockdown also teaching me? It's teaching me that for the first time, we will be introduced to some of the people and some of the personalities that we have been following and, you know, supporting. We'll be introduced to them for the first time actually during this lockdown, bro. Because we're gonna see the real them. No more makeup, no more beauty salon, no more barber styling, no more legendary fades and trims and shit. People's gonna see us for who we really are for the first time, bro. And I
Listen,
like
bro, all I know, someone, I think it was Dimples that was saying this to me. He was saying that, like, you know, you can't be popping any bottles right now. You can't be standing in the club right now. You know what I mean? It's crazy. You know what I mean?
No. This has leveled the playing field completely. We all
Oh, sure.
on the same level for the first time in I don't know how many years, bro, but like maybe 2 decades, 3 decades, bro. Like we are, like everybody, no, like you say, we're all together and we're all in the same. But at the same time, we also need to like understand that we want to come up with, you know, solutions to the problem and counteract it. We've never ever been in something like this before. So how are you going to come up with a solution if this is the first experience of a lockdown and a quarantine in a place like South Africa that has first, second, and third world people living in it, you know?
Yeah, look, I mean, what for me it just tells me that there's always truth in the saying that everything has to go back to the source, you know? And the source basically right now is if you're around your family, if you're around the people that literally like you if you're around the people that you don't get the most time to spend time with, and the source is not always like constructive, you know. I mean, apparently I hear that even the domestic violence rate has shot up, you know, because of people just staying together, you know what I mean? So you got to go back to the source, and you maybe got to literally like get out the source. From the source you got to go, so who do I want to be after this? You know what I mean? So for me, I just believe that everything in the world is started from a source. And all of us, when we come out our cribs, like you come out your crib and you become Youngsta CPT, but in that bedroom, you know, you react, and that's just about it. And you came from a source, a mother and a father who came from another mother and a father, but you in the streets you claim you Youngster CPT. So it's just going back to the source, you know. So you can go redefine yourself in the world the way I see it, you know. Yo, is the youngster we using? What's the signal like? How's your signal like? You good? Just check if the youngster's back up on. What's up, y'all? We're about to go live with Youngsta CPT. We're with him just now, but I think both our signal kind of crashed. So we're gonna be with him. Okay, you're back. We're back at it. What are we drinking?
Yes, so to out there watching us, if you're wondering to yourselves how to strengthen your immune system, your health up, how to stay energized, make yourself one of these. What we got here is lemon, honey, as well as ginger, raw ginger. So just go to the shop, buy yourself a raw ginger root, get one, cut it up, boil the water in a pot, and you can even leave the pot there for the day. You just keep refilling it with the ginger and the honey, and the lemon, of course. But you just keep filling it with boiling water and put it on the stove and just let it chill there for the day. And just keep heating it up, refilling it. That is good for the immune system, strengthens the inside, and will make you a bit stronger to any flus or colds or any symptoms that may, try and eat away at the body now. Because Slikour, one is that we also need to try and prevent ourselves from getting sick. It's not about like wearing a mask or wearing gloves or hand sanitizing. It's also prevent yourself from even getting to the point where an infection or a virus can even enter your blood. You know what I mean? So we have to try and make sure we keep safe and we stock up.
I hear you.
Medicine more than I like taking made lemons or tablets and shit. I don't really like doing it. I like something that's a natural remedy, man. And this is very good, man. It's very good for you. So anyone out there, look into this.
I got you. Is that a hot drink or what?
Yeah. So it's best to drink it warm. They also say that any warm beverages like boiling water and shit, if you do have any symptoms of COVID, boiling water or warm water is the best to actually fight it because it starts in the throat and attacks the chest. So it's best to have something warm to burn away any of the germs that may have entered your system if there is a possibility. So yeah, that's our quarantine advice, everybody out there. Honey, ginger, lemon, boiling water.
I got you. Check it out. Take down the Bone Thugs and Harmony in the background.
How about I turn it up?
No, it's disturbing us. It's disturbing us that no surrender shit. You know what I mean? It's tough out here.
Yeah, nice. Salute. That's my shit, bro. That's my
you
shit.
know,
Now everybody back these fast flows from.
Yeah, you know what I mean? They did a campaign for some boneless chicken and they changed their name for like a week or a day. And they said they're boneless thugs in harmony.
Hey, punchlines, bro. I was actually watching the one you did with Touchline Truth.
Yeah.
I'd like to give him a shout out, man, bro. I know he's probably not tuning in now to this, but I want to give that man a shout out for the simple fact of I think he's one of the few new guys that's coming into the industry who's actually breaking through now at this time, and he's actually like he has the fundamentals of hip hop. You know what I mean? He has the writing ability, he has the storytelling, he has the delivery, he has the content to back it up as well. His visuals are dope, and in the track Own 2020, I actually did give him a shout out. I said there, salutas to Nadia, Tsego, Big Hash, and Flame, Touchline, Truth, Diko Walla, 25K. So he was actually one of my picks for 2020. You know what I mean? And I know this COVID shit has really thrown us off now because we can't really see what our favorite artists are going to be serving. But I just want to give a man, bro, because he's really been doing dope things, and even his freestyles he's been uploading. I've been watching it. Shout out to Stokey T as well. Sorry to make this a shout out video, but these are the things been on my chest, you know what I mean, for the week and a half. So I just want to let the Owens know I've been watching, I've been taking note what you guys are doing, and I love the fact that Umi is also leading the lockdown, leading by example.
Yes.
How to still be unified and how to still create content and how to still make a dope content, hip hop content during this time. Salute to Touchline, salute to Stogie T. Much appreciated for keeping us entertained at home.
So when are you dropping your freestyle on Friday? Even I've dropped it. Come on.
Well, actually, I was the first one. I was part of Tumi's first batch of freestylers. But I'm thinking I'm going to drop a clip also myself. A clip soon. I did like a few freestyles. I did one for Red Bull that they're going to release soon. And I did one in front of my store the other day. My store is around the corner from my house. So I just used going to the store as an excuse for the police when they see me. I have to go. I'm a businessman. But yeah, so I shot something at my store the other day that gave me 5 words. You know, me with the 5 words. So I did a little freestyle upload now in the next week or so. I did a 5-word freestyle, words like quarantine and sanitizer and lockdown, isolation. Hey, my man, I can't believe that we're living through this, bro.
Yo, man, this is never going to happen in our lifetime. I don't think it's going to happen again. We are living in history.
Yes, sir.
We are living in history.
They're going to rewrite everything for the year 2020, bro. The year 2020 will go down in history, bro.
Let me tell you, bro, we are living in history. You know, I mean, between 2010 and 2020, it was the World Cup, which was a historical event. And now this. So, you know, we've kind of seen it twice. You know, they're going to look back in our time and say, yo, the lives. But I think the world's going to get crazier. So, like, more crazier shit is going to happen. This is the tip of the iceberg. You know what I mean?
For sure, bro. Like, I also think that, like, I also look at it, like, look at the things. I'm just making an example of Cape Town now. But last year, we had, or not last year, the year before, we had a day 0, where they were talking about the water coming to an end, the water shortage in Cape Town and the drought that we were experiencing in South Africa. And, like, if I look at that, that was a time when people were also stocking up, stockpiling, and people were queuing up at the stores here in Cape Town. It was already happening, bro, at that time. And I was paying attention to it because I was looking at it like, shit, just imagine the world would run out of water. I just had like a thought. And I thought, like, would this be the result, this kind of chaos? Because at the time, people were fighting in the queue to get water. Like, women were having, like, verbal disputes in the line. Old women, bro, and they were losing respect for one another. The men were pushing women out the way. And I could just see, like we were living in, it felt like we were living in the end of days almost, you know? And that was just like 2 years ago, bro. And then last year, we had the blackouts again with Eskom, the load shedding. It was bad last year with the power cuts. You know, I actually remember doing a show with Soul DXB last year when they came down from Dubai, and we had to get a generator for the event. And the whole area around us was in a blackout. It was the load shedding stage, whatever. And the whole area was blackout. We were the place that had light at the time, bro. So once again, even that felt also like shit. We're living in the apocalypse or something. Because everything was pitch black and we were just performing upstairs in Salt River in town. And like, I think all of those events and moments have actually prepared us for what we're going through now. Because now this time is now do or die, bro. This is desperate times.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Yeah. I want to check out what the people are saying. You know, I was speaking with Big Zuli last week, and I was asking him why did they put you in that situation, you know, with the video. Tell me what happened with regards to the video.
Oh, shit. Hey, man. The thing is, this is the thing. I've done many shoots in the wood, the ghetto, whatever you want to call it, even townships. Like, I've seen it, done it repeatedly. So I kind of know what to expect when I go into those kinds of places. Number one, if you are going to have a live audience, a live crowd, which most of the time you are going to have, you have to lay down some rules. You have to lay down some sort of a communication with them as well. You know what I mean? And especially there's a lot of children there. There's a lot of children. That's the most important thing, is that you secure the children and protect children. Because kids are very excited. They're very impressionable. And when they see famous stars or celebrities, I mean, the excitement level, you can imagine, goes even higher. Then you got cars, you got, I mean, you got cars. It's basically like Disneyland. You're turning their hood into like an amusement park for the day. So obviously, I mean, the energy and the excitement is going to be high. And the first thing you do is control that. And how do you control that? What you do is you try and maybe get them food, beverages, sweets, chocolates, chips, anything just to keep them occupied, so that they don't interrupt the shoot, because the shoot is still your birthday at the end of the day, but you also have to control the environment and the scene. So
sorry, Youngsta,
yes,
I just want to say you are
very
sorry. I just want to say, just for anyone jumping in, you are giving like tips on how to shoot a video in the hood right now. Yeah, continue, and which is linked to the shooting with Big a couple of weeks.
Yeah. So I was shooting with Big Zulu in Westbury, and as everybody knows, I'm from Cape Town. I'm not even from West. That was like the second or third time I've ever been there in my life. So the situation got out of hand when the guys who were on scene actually felt they needed some sort of a remuneration, or needed some sort of a payback for allowing us to come shoot a video there. And that is actually, I mean, that's a legitimate request, because like I say, you need to kind of compromise with the residents, because they live there, this is their area, and you're coming in as a guest, you know what I mean? So I mean, whether you give them a 20 rand, a cigarette, a t-shirt, it doesn't matter. They just want something. They want to know that you left there and there was a fair exchange. They let you use the road or let you use the block, and you gave them a hamper, or you gave them, I mean, whatever it is, promo t-shirts, anything. They just want something so they don't leave empty-handed. And I didn't felt like that happened that day at the Westbury shoot. It's no one's fault, but I just felt like we were trying to get the video done so quickly, because like everyone had a deadline. I mean, I had to leave the same day. I was in and out of Joburg. So I mean, so we were on a tight schedule, and we maybe didn't give attention to the extras and the audience that they deserved. I do feel like we could have done a bit more in that regard, like just maybe gave them like just or something like that. I just felt like we didn't take care of them, because usually when I shoot videos, that's the first thing that I try and sort out, and try and sort out the people and make sure that they all in a good mood. Just being shot comes through, and yeah, some guys just got upset. Some people from Big Zulu's camp.
Is it me or is it silent? Is it me or is it silent? I think I lost you again, man. Youngster, I think I lost you again. I can't hear you. Can't hear you. Can't hear you. I can't hear you. Fuck what you heard. Hey, man, you back, B.
I told you, bro. Day 0, load shedding, Corona. It comes in threes, bro. It comes in threes, baby. And I want everyone to remember that we survived those things.
But all I'm gonna say is that, like, but after this, though, after this is prosperity, man.
For sure.
Because you know, your 3 is done. The 3 is done. You know, they say death comes in 3. So from here, it's prosperity. It's only life after this. You know what I mean?
Salute. Life after death, baby.
You know what I mean? So we're just. I think we're talking about like just like, you know, connecting with the rest of the community in Cape Town. You know, just talking about the fact that, like, you know, just the difficulty for you to break. You know, if you're from Cape Town, you know, and how you guys need to be your own network. you know?
Yeah, bro. I mean, look at PE as well, bro. They got artists out there, got rappers out there, like Jet Wentworth, um, and recently Early B became like the face of PE music, the face of PE hip hop music, Afrikaans hip hop. But if I look at it like the SA hip hop was just a small example, and, like I commend that platform so much because of the the image it gives us as rappers. Is almost like the BET Awards or the Source Awards. You know what I mean? Like it's like we have our own stage and we have our own platform to honor our artists. Now, like there needs to be an Afrikaans platform, or we need to include Afrikaans hip hop as well in the entire genre of South African hip hop. Because I mean, there are guys, especially from Cape Town, in places like PE, that rap in purely Afrikaans, no English, no other languages in it, just Afrikaans. You know, but they're not acknowledged by the SA hip hop industry on that level. They will be like on Cake Net, or they will have the Cake Net Awards for those guys. You know what I mean? And then they will have Afrikaans radio just playing those kinds of tracks. You know, and that's cool. But at the same time, I feel like those guys are missing out on a whole fan base. Like, why can't a guy like Jets Vanger collaborate with a Ricky Rick or like a Casper? You know what I mean? I know those guys are big. I'm just making an example of like crossing the crossing the genres or crossing the bridge. It's still hip hop at the end of the day. Like if you had KO rapping in Vernac and you had like a guy like Cream rapping in Afrikaans, like that shit will be insane, bro. You know what I mean? Like 3 months Cup them do it all the time where they feature with Afrikaans artists and shit. And the combination is explosive, bro. It's explosive. Like even when we did songs, like it's been dope. But yeah, carry on, bro.
I won't lie to you. I heard Cream and I don't know what the fuck they were saying.
Indeed.
That shit blew me away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Bro, you should check out his 2013 album. His 2013 album is produced fully by Hype. You know Hype? You know Hyperdelic?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, just imagine a fully produced Hype album. That's like having DJ Premier produce an album for you. Or like fucking RZA or, you know, a Madlib. So a fully produced Hype album with Cream on every track. That album is a motherfucking classic. It's called Brown Bread. It means brown bread. My man, that shit is a classic. They used one of the songs in the movie Four Corners. They used one of the songs. It's actually a main scene in the movie. And I just look at it like, I mean, these guys have been literally putting in work before I came along, man, bro. Isaac Mutant and Garlic Brown and Scallywag and like the whole League of Shadows team. And like there's so many others I could name, bro. And they've been doing this before I came along, before 2010. And if I look at it like, they still haven't gotten their flowers, man. They still haven't gotten their medals and they still haven't gotten their trophies. So I can understand when people look at me and say like, oh, how come everything's about him? Or how come like you guys just mentioned Youngsta CPT? But also you must remember that I put in the same amount of work they did in 10 years, in 2 years. You know what I mean? I made 24 mixtapes in my first 2 years in the game. You know?
And I guess the game has also moved, like, with regards to how people consume stuff. But, I mean, I want to use an example where I could hear some Spanish rap and some French rap, and I can go, oh, I know what that is. Like Cream, when I heard Cream, I was like, who the fuck is this? So I was trying to get a hold of them. I think I heard it from something that Switch posted, you know? But again, I went out my way to find their contacts, but I never got anything from them, though. You know what I mean? It's like, so, you know, it's that thing that also there has to be a willingness to connect, because I don't care what language, we listen to music, you know, we fucks with the music, you know? Yo, a lot of people like ask, what's happening? Would you ever go to Sway? What's that conversation sounding like?
When me and Sway met at Meek Mill's concert, and then he checked out my freestyle and said he actually came through to me and was told that I was the guy to meet from Cape Town. You know what I mean? So, hey, Slikour, let me tell you something, bro. 2020 really threw me with a curveball. I think it threw us all for a curveball. I think it threw us all for a curveball. But I definitely did have international plans. I was planning to do another European tour as well. Obviously, now that's not gonna motherfucking happen, because have you seen Europe lately, nigga? Europe
Stay at home, bro. Stay at home. Stay at home. Go to the store and come back.
Bro, I don't know if that's gonna happen anytime soon, bro. And then I was also planning maybe a USA move. You know what I mean? Where I just got touch base with all the people that I've met and anyone that's come down, like Ebro, DJ Drama, Sway as well. Like I was planning a whole, 2 week stint out there in the States, even if I went like broke doing it, bro, just to go out there and hustle myself. I mean, I went to Joburg, I went to Hillborough, I survived there. And I knew that I could literally just go to the States, do my shit, and come home. Like, not to go on there to take pictures or be on holiday or, you know what I mean, just solely for the work purpose. But now, due to the COVID-19, like, we're going to have to see, obviously, when the borders and the transit and transport gets opened up again and we are allowed to move freely. But for now, bro, it's definitely on the cards, definitely in the plans. It is something I have to do.
That's dope. I mean, look, I think the album though, I think really like also catapulted you to like well, your audience just it almost like rooted you stronger in your audience, but I think it catapulted you to like a new audience also, you know. How much work, how much do you look at, how much things are you seeing that you're going, yo, that album and that approach was a good idea?
Yeah. Hey, like, I named the things take time, and I'm really only seeing the effect and the impact of it now, like a year after. And if you think of it, a year ago, me and you were sitting on your balcony doing an interview. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
How we
that was
sit
a fucking dope interview.
Now, wait, a whole 2-hour interview we spoke, bro, you know? And that was about my album. That's when it came out. So if I look at it now, like, the position that we're in, I'm glad we put it out last year. I'm glad I waited all that time to do it. To be honest, though, I did want to release it in 2020. I did want to release it in 2020 just because this is my 10th year in the game and I wanted the numbers to kind of be significant, like 10 years of YGen. I made 30 mixtapes. I released my first album in 2020, so it's like 10 years later. So I did have this whole idea in my head that I wanted to do it like in 2020. Now I'm so glad I didn't do that, bro. I'm so glad. Like, okay, Slikour, let me ask you a question. What's your take on releasing new music now?
I think that like right now it's gonna be, subject matter has to be very key.
Indeed. And you know what kind of subject matter you need? You need Tusi Slide. You need something that people can relate to and connect with within the moment, within the situation that they are in now. If your song is about, see, like Dimple said, salute to Dimples for that comment. You can't pop bottles now. You can't talk about Bentley and the Ferraris and the mansion now. Not at this time. You know, because people are for the first time, like I say, we're seeing who these celebrities and who these personalities really are. And like you said also about who's with the devil, who's not. Like now we're seeing, like if you have some substance or if you have some sort of a meaningful message in your music or in your brand, you know, and if you don't, if your music has just been about like the lifestyle and the aspirational, like popping bottles and materialism shit, not gonna work now, bro. Not now.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a balance of when we talk subject matter also. It's a balance of because it's like 30 days, right? So what kind of songs you drop? You can drop one song, but like the good thing about Tootsie Step, and I think how it really worked is, have you seen the video?
Quarantine video.
Yeah. I mean, when you see the video, it literally goes, okay, you know what I mean? Because if we dropped it without a video, you'd be like, yo, man, where am I right footing, left footing, you know, because I'm in the house. But and then he shoots this video in this house and it becomes a whole quarantine advert.
My man. And this is what I said. I said like the subject matter has to be relatable to what the people are experiencing. So if the people are going through hardships and heartache and you want to brighten up their day, but you can't tell them to go outside and go see the sun and smell the air and check the birds that are chirping, you teach them a little dance they can do in the house by themselves, because they're not supposed to be in groups. They're not supposed to be with, you know, their homies at the bride doing the shit. They're supposed to be alone at home. So you give them something to do alone at home and still feel happy about being at home alone. That is the key to releasing music now. Yes, if you have old shit like me, I got some old stuff that I shot before lockdown, and I'm gonna release it now during the lockdown. But it's all from the album. It's all from 3T, so that's fine because it's an old album. Not old, but people already know the music. It's been out for a year, so like people can get a new song. But I think a new song requires you to actually be out there and market it and promote it on the ground. You need to be out there doing interviews and doing shows and maybe having a video launch or album launch or a single launch, or maybe doing a little school tour, doing promo signings. You know what I mean? That's what new music requires, and it's something we can't do now. You know?
Well, I mean, I've got two ways to see that, right? If you look at the Drake joint, right? What is what? It's almost like if you were Drake and we're going to quarantine, what's the best way for you to relay the message, and also keep it dope? And I use the
Yeah.
example of the back freestyle. You know, I mean the diss with Meek Mill. You know, he
Okay. Yeah.
was able to diss Meek Mill and still make a clap joint, right?
Mm.
Where generally like a diss is like this hard joint.
Yeah.
So in
Yeah.
this thing, the Drake signature is still to still be accessible, cheerful, and you know, only his dog shit is there far, but we know him as accessible, you know. So he's
Yeah.
so he could have done what's that other joint, whatever. Are you with me? Whatever that joint.
Oh,
That's his
Kiki. Yeah.
brand. Yeah, so
Yes.
now he goes,
Yes.
well, how
True,
do I
bro.
use my brand in these times? So I think it's not only about your subject matter, it's also about what is your brand also in these times.
Mm.
So if your brand
Mm.
is who you are in these times, you can't do a Drake joint. So you got to find what your
Yeah. Nah,
brand is in these
good.
times and then connect. You know what I mean?
Mm. For sure, bro. Like that's why I say
You know?
the music that's coming out, or the videos that are coming out from my side now, are all gonna be from 3T, and the content of 3T was, I mean, it wasn't about COVID-19, but it was about the history of South Africa, and how a lot of South Africa has also been stolen, been robbed from us, been taken from us, and we've been sold a totally different false belief. You know, that's more or less what the album touches on, and also about the struggles of colored people in Cape Town, blah blah blah. And if you look at it now, like I told you, if you see the looting videos, that's the struggle of Cape Town, bro. That's the situation in Cape Town. That's how it's always been. So if I were to release a music video from 3T today, it would still talk about the shit that's going on today. You know?
Mm, mm, mm.
I managed to recover some footage. I've been uploading it on my Instagram, posting it like it was of me performing tracks of 3T in Langebaan. When we were there, like we just took a little break and had our own quarantine before quarantine. And then I just performed some of the tracks from 3T. And luckily now I can upload it because I'm still alone in the video. So it is like I'm self-quarantining, but I shot it like 6 months ago, 7 months ago, you know, and I only got it back now. So it just happened to come
Yeah.
at the perfect time. And it's funny because all the content that I'm rapping is obviously songs I've written a while ago, released it a year ago. But when I'm listening to the words now, like some of it is more prominent now in today's time than it was a year ago. You know, because
Yeah.
people are seeing I mean, at the same time, we're helping each other out. We're doing these food drives, we're doing initiatives to give back, and we're educating people online about how to stay safe. I mean, at the same time, there's an ugly world out there. There's an
Yeah.
ugly society. There's an ugly place where people don't even have food to go to sleep tonight. I'm not saying it's an ugly place. I'm just meaning like this is the side of South Africa and the side of society that they don't show you a lot of. You know, they try and keep it down to a minimum. Like let's just show them the important news breaking stories, but let's not go too deep into it. So 3T really unpacked all of those issues, and it's still going on now. And maybe it might become even worse. If the
Yeah.
lockdown gets extended, if it gets extended for another 30 days or 14 days, whatever the case, like we are, I mean, we're gonna be in for a bumpy road ahead, bro.
Yo, I want to jump on the question. Someone was asking when is For Colored Girls Part 2 coming out? Is that even going to happen?
Hey, you know what? And this is another
That's
thing I did with 3T.
made my Robin. Say that?
I will salute for that question. This is actually another thing I did for 3T. I mean, I have 30 mixtapes. So how does someone with 30 mixtapes make one album and expect people to like gravitate towards the album when you have 30 mixtapes? So one thing I did was I looked at my mixtapes and I picked songs that people liked of the mixtapes, and I tried to recreate them on the album. So in 2011, I made a song called Pretty Brown. Pretty Brown, the song was called, 2011. And the song was about basically the same thing Colored Girls is about. I'll actually play it for you in the background. Motherfuckers can hear it. So I made this shit like in 2011. I was like 19 years old when I made it. Just keep that in mind when you listen to it. And it was
Like
about
how the
all
shit is just right up there. It's just up. Oh, it's right here. You're just stretching and gonna find it.
Yeah. I have to keep it at arm's reach, bro. At arm's reach. But this song was actually the part 1. And for Colored Girls is the part 2. And then I also have Young Van Riebeek. And then I also have Young Van Riebeek. But if you listen to the song Salutas, I say taking over the Cape like I'm Young Van Riebeek. And that's actually where the idea of Jan van Riebeek started. And then in the same song, Salutas, I also say, CA, I'm a crazy Arabian. District number 6, Cape Townian Malaysian. CA, I'm a crazy Arabian. That became a song on 3T as well. You know? So these were all ways that I was actually trying to take from my mixtape catalog and use those songs to the favorite songs people enjoyed, and I used those to make an album out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Are you playing a tape or are you playing a CD? What's happening here?
My man, I got 30 mixtapes. I had to go through this folder now. All my tapes. Let me show you where my shit is in, bro. These are all my mixtapes, Slikour. These are all my mixtapes, bro.
Fuck. The fact that you got them filed is amazing. It's like you organized. That's great.
Filed and named, bro. Filed and named.
Damn.
So let me play you the part 1 of For Colored Girls, Pretty Brown. This is from 2011. I mean, it's not my beat. Also, it's instrumental I rapped on, so I couldn't upload it on iTunes. But here we go.
Let's go.
Youngsta. Yeah, this is a shout out to my women all across the Cape, from the Weinberg all the way up to the state.
Can you hear the accents? Can you hear the accents though?
Gotta be artery with some other fine when they're wet, and she overstepping the boundaries to see me.
She said she from the hood. Yeah. Explosive figures in Lotus River, Conflay, and in Mitchell's Plain. I was exploring Crawford. I spent the day with her in Belgravia. Said, oh my gosh, up in Ronda Bosch.
I'm looking for a brown girl.
So that was like my first version of For Colored Girls, where I was talking about girls that have been in different areas.
Do you remember all your lyrics?
No, hell no. But the important song, the songs people really liked, which was, I mean, this was one of them. I do kind of remember those because I performed them, and you know, people really like the lyrics of certain songs that come from my mixtape catalog.
Shit, that's dope. That's dope. No, I mean, there's two things that people really want to see. They want to see your sneaker collection, but I don't know if that's going to put you in trouble.
No sneakers.
Are we going to go? Huh? Say what? Lost him. Ad break. Yo, Ad break. After this, hopefully Youngsta shows us his sneakers. Yeah, you know. We're gonna do our last take, yeah. After this, we try to see his sneakers.
I'm back, baby.
Dope.
That was a quicker ad break than the one. Thank God.
Yeah. No, that was a quicker ad break, you know.
Keep the phone in the charger. And show you my tech is. But all you need to know is there's multiple pairs.
Okay, we got you. Let's check them out.
Oh wait. No, okay, wait. I'll show you what I've been wearing this week. I'll just give you the two. Why am I even wearing tackies, bro? I don't need to. I can wear my slippers. Look here. Slippers, bro. Slippers. No tackies. Here's your tackies. Here's your tackies.
That's a hang 10. Your hang
Yeah.
10s, B.
But let me hit you with the one I've been wearing.
I'm already going to lose the signal here.
So yeah, I've been doing the filler. Jack Lemkus. It's like I think there was only 30 of these made, or 35 of these. So this is as you can see the name at the bottom as well, Jack Lemkus. I think I'm one. I'm only one of a few that shit. And then yeah, I just been wearing like the Pumas. A shout out to HC for that one. And yeah, just I mean house clothes, bro. House clothes. I just have nice pajamas on. That's all.
So you just have nice pajamas. You don't have anything else. You don't have any. You're not sleeping with your sneakers.
Not sleeping with it on, bro. Just nice pajamas. That's it.
So are they also custom made pajamas?
YJ PJs. I got the 3T PJs, baby, 3P. But if it opens again, people should come through to that, because I mean that's where we want to direct all the sneakerheads to. You know, when they come through.
What you mean, to the store?
Yeah, to the store, and that's also been a. That's been a. I mean, it's been a heavy burden for me these last few weeks, bro. These 3 weeks, having the store closed. I mean, we got overheads also, we got staff, you know, and it hurts me because I mean, we haven't even been open for a year yet. You know what I mean?
And I mean, are you guys still paying for rent though?
I mean, at least we came up with an agreement for the landlord, and he's also an understanding man, you know, because we've also been working on paying the building. You know what I mean? Because we're trying to own it. But this has also put a speed bump in the road. But I mean, he's still a and he's still seeing us in. Our work is taking our work is taking a knock, and it's being affected by this. So he at least has that you know, he has that thought of giving us grace as young businessmen, as young entrepreneurs. You know, we're still starting and still trying to get this block up and running to where we are satisfied with it. You know, so for now, for this time, it's been, as well as the staff, the office is closed. The pedal store is closed. The sneaker shop is closed. You know what I mean? So it's very demotivating if you look at it like that. You know, so we just like boy.
I just knew if I moved him to go show us the shoes, we're going to lose him. I just knew. We're going to lose the sound. Yo. All right, let's take a quick break. Ad break. Just one more thing. Ad break. I just want to ask one thing. I just want to ask one more thing. We're waiting for youngsters about to jump on one more time.
Afrikaans comments.
Yeah. Thank you, man. Thanks for bringing the Afrikaans comments. I know I never bought them. You came with them.
I just want to apologize to those out there who's watching this live stream and thinking I'm a totally hopeless case. Like, I don't know why the signal is cutting out like this, but at the same time, it could be that I'm just giving too much information to you, and I'm feeding you all the answers that you've been seeking. And obviously, the powers that be don't want you to succeed. They don't want us to win, bro. They don't want
us to win, bro.
But that's free out here, bro. It's just me trying to share my knowledge with you, bro, to, you know, just to increase the level of competence that we need to survive in this country, because they're pulling the wool over our motherfucking eyes, man, bro.
Check it out.
For years, but, you know, so
for years,
we need to be strong, bro. We need to be strong.
Yo, well, I mean, thanks for showing us one pair of sneakers then, right? So let's just maybe get into the raps then.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, it's getting to raps. You know, everybody will want you to. I can't let you go without like just dropping something.
Just
You know.
giving a small one. All
Yeah,
right,
you know, so there's something.
let me do a freestyle. Yeah, what's laying around? Okay, yeah, yeah. If you on Slikour TV, then you see me. Look around, see the white Gen beanie. Yeah, doing this. Home, if you can't hear me, then plug earphones. Yeah, because it's Young CPT. As you can see, they are not in my league. I might have to pee after I go food, but like this, I lead, I've got the keys. Yeah, yeah, in my city. So let me know out there if you with me. Yeah, these bars that make you get tipsy. Rest in peace to the homeboy Nipsey. Yeah, because I got
Yeah.
one latels. Youngsta CPT is a devil. Yeah, because he spit so hot. Spit real shit belongs in toilet pot. Freestyles, baby. Freestyles. It never ends.
Yo, you know,
It never
I'm
ends,
a,
bro. I mean, that's also the beauty of it.
yeah, I
But the
can't hear
writing,
you
I
now.
mean, the writing these verses, the freestyle was too much.
I no, I'll come in with what I got. You just need to have proper signal. You know, I don't want to rap for like a non-audience. You know, you gone. Okay, let me ad break. Okay, after this, I rap. You ready? All right, let's jump in. I'm gonna ask him to end his live. End your live. End your live. End your live. End your live. Okay. End your life. End your life. Okay. All right then. Back again. Anybody got some bundles for my homie? You know? Anybody got some bundles? Yo. Okay, youngsters, back on. We are connecting.
I see motherfuckers making fun of my bundles, goddammit. Nigga, I got 4 gigs on here that's not working at all, man, bro. God damn it.
I
I don't know why
I
I
got you.
shit, man, bro. All right, Slickers, your turn. Go.
Yo, shout out, man, to the artists that got no gigs. Still not working, even if they got 4 gigs. On the IG, on the IGs where you find me, making notes on my diary.
Oh,
What can I
yeah.
say? We always say that it's that time when life has just become mean. Everything has gone dark, just like my computer screen. So all we do is just play with the rhymes because we are those fiends. And obviously, we'll be legendary like your background with Bob Marley. Ride with me like we on a Harley. Because you know, you need to get a new network. Maybe you need to move yellow like the MTN in that cup. And I ain't saying MTN what he drinks in his cup. Oh, that's some shit. I got it locked like you cupped. All the time I'm sitting trying to make some money. So I'd have to see a couple later. That's why all the time I got this calculator. It's called Casio because when necessary, I press keys to make beats because I got a Casio piano too.
Hey,
it is what it is with my homeboy Youngsta CPT. We
true.
talking about raising the community in every side of every ghetto and every city. Don't let the quarantine think that our minds are locked. We ain't locked down. It ain't no lockdown. It's just the flow, man. So, yo, let me just leave it, man. This guy says, Slick. Is this guy here called? Let me shout out this guy, Michel Bassardine, who says, Slick, you rap worse than my morning gag. Shout out to you, B.
The morning pack is
Yo,
also a good relief, though. So I think you also,
yeah, I don't know.
I mean, you also minded his chest, bro. You gave him some.
Yeah, I mean, that's all that matters, bruh. We just rap, man. We just rap,
Bro, I mean,
early in the
I'm,
morning,
hey, freestyling is the art form, bro. That's the spontaneous combustion.
That's it, B. That's it. We just out here just kicking it, man. Yo, youngster, man, I don't want your network to let me down, and everything else, man,
Hey, my man. Next time I will be sure to go sit outside a coffee shop and steal their Wi-Fi. I'm still OG. I ain't got no Wi-Fi in this motherfucker.
You got no Wi-Fi.
I ain't got. Look here. I got no Wi-Fi. I don't watch Netflix, and I don't have TikTok. Fuck everything.
Yo, man, come on, man. You gotta get some Wi-Fi, nigga. You gotta join
Yeah,
the sci-fi, the Wi-Fi. That's
yeah,
the problem. You
yeah.
busy with that.
You know where the Wi-Fi is? The Wi-Fi is at my goddamn office. The Wi-Fi is in my shops, and the Wi-Fi is making sure that my business was supposed to be running, bro. But hey, this
Yo,
is really.
you need to sell some Wi-Fi called the YGen 5.
Yeah.
YGen 5.
Nah, just the Y question mark 5. That's it. The Y question
Wi-Fi.
mark. Yeah, salute. But now, Slick, me bro, one time, thank you very much for doing this, me bro. I know that my live is probably the worst one you've done in the whole series of all the lives that you've been doing with people. But yeah, somebody said they stay out of the matrix. I know that, bro. I'm not in the matrix at all. I'm unplugged, and that's the reason why my shit is failing like this. But nevertheless, me bro, Slikour, I just want to say salute to you. Thank you for still managing to give us a platform during this time, still giving us a voice, still making sure people are staying connected with us. I don't like to go live myself, personally, but I'm still honored that I could do it with you, bro. This is a rare occasion. You know what I mean? So I'm
Yo,
very
man.
happy we could still connect during this time, bro.
Shout out to you, man. You've taught me that like I can go on ad breaks. It's what do
Yes,
we take about this? We can go on
yes,
ad break. You know what I
indeed, bro.
mean?
People still come back and follow with me, bro. You know what I mean? Like, even though I let them down, to the audience out there, I'm sorry. I'm very, very sorry. Forgive me. It's not me, it's Vodacom. Vodacom is fucking me on this one. But nice. Salute to all of those who tune in and for still following and making sure that your favorite rappers are keeping well during this time. And you want to send a shout out to the people also. Guys, just take care of yourselves. Follow the instructions that you've been given. Wear the fucking masks. Do the hand sanitizer. It's almost Ramadan out there as well. So I'll be fasting from next week, Thursday, under lockdown, under quarantine. So shout out to all my Muslims out there, the Muslim followers. That's going to be in the holy month next month. I mean, next week. It's going to be new for me. I've personally never fasted inside the house for 30 days. But yeah, we'll see how it goes, bro. But yeah, just the loyal white gens that tuned in. I salute thee, Slikour on life. Always a pleasure.
Thank you, my
I'll
team.
see you when we get released, bro. I'll see you when we get released.
Yo,
when
man.
we're out on bail.
Yo, man, yeah. We gonna see you on parole, and I was gonna ask you about how you praying now, because I know that like you're highly like locked with your religion. So I was gonna ask how you praying in this lockdown.
Very
how you handle that.
sad. I'm not being able to go to mosque, and I'm not being able to also do my Tarawih Salah, which is gonna be now in Ramadan. I can't go to mosque during the fast, and that's probably like the main mosque. So it is going to be a challenge. But yeah, they say God give his hardest battles to the toughest soldiers. So shit.
Straight. Hey, Maji, shout out to you, man. Shout out to everyone. Shout out to everybody that has been watching. That's been giving love, and also those that have been giving hate. We need you guys to balance the world. Without you guys, Adam and Eve wouldn't have found an apple. So we're grateful for the apples that keep dropping. You know what I mean?
Hey, the gems and the punchlines don't stop from you, do they?
No, I mean, I'm a gentleman, you know. I gotta accept like I gotta accept like obviously the hate, you know, like
For sure.
gracefully, and but like I gotta literally give a lot of love to the love, you know. But you know, even people who hate, there's something they've missed in their lives, so you have to sometimes fill that gap because you don't want to treat them like maybe whoever in their family made them not feel like they loved. It's just how it goes. We must contribute.
Yeah. Nice. Indeed, bro. Before we go, I want to show you
Yeah,
something. The last thing of my collection. I want to show you.
yeah.
I don't think anybody
Let's go.
has this shit anymore. I got to show
Okay.
you the
Even if
cassette.
with the sound switches off. Yeah.
So this is the cassette. Ain't nobody fucking with me, son. My cassettes, bro.
Yo,
This way we couldn't
youngster.
afford the CD. We couldn't afford the CDs this time, bro. So we could only buy the cassette. Jigger.
Oh, you're like a rich kid, man. You got originals. I've got empty tapes.
No.
I got empty tapes. I was
Jigger.
taping everybody.
Please.
Ay.
Please. Let me show you this one. So these I used to even graffiti on with the names and shit. This from the radio.
Here
Yeah.
we go. Here we go. Please tell people what that is. There's some people who don't know what that is. Please tell them what that is and how it works.
TDK cassettes, bro. I used to record from the radio for times that I couldn't get those songs. But these are cassettes that you place into your CD player. Those deck as well, like you would play deck and you bump that shit.
Yo, all I know is that like all I know is that like you've gone to the tapes and your sound is gone. But for people who don't know what happens, the one with Jay-Z, that means that's an original cassette, right? The one with TDK, that means that's peace. I'm saying peace to you at the same time while I'm educating. The TDK means that was pirate Jay-Z's music. You know what I mean? So shout out to everybody, man, that came through to watch us. You know, Nikki Newlands, I see you. You know, and yeah, man, thanks for the love all the time. Yeah, shout out, peace.
Broadcast live